Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start with roll call. Dan Vanburen.
Yeah.
Ben Hupp.
Yeah.
Jeff Chorpenning.
Yeah. Okay, there's guest speakers, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Correspondence,
You guys can go.
I haven't got any. You got any correspondence, Jeff?
Yeah, I do. First thing, Plan Commission, there's nothing on the agenda. Their meeting was probably, I think, yesterday. But there was nothing Bowling Green on there. In regards to incident that happened here, the law director, I got a public record request, and it's incident 14-004274. I'm going to read that. Okay, this was sent, this is, like I said, a record request I put in, so we can get an answer to some issues that have occurred here. This letter was sent to Sergeant Ponish from the Director of the Law's Office, Doug Sassoon. This is Sergeant Ponish. Please accept this letter as the formal rejection of misdemeanor charges in the above listed matter. In recent weeks, the Law Director's Office has thoroughly analyzed whether potential crimes were committed at the February 25th trustee meeting and has carefully examined all the evidence that we received regarding this incident. In the case at hand, members of the audience were displeased that they were being filmed by Mr. Chorpenning while attending the township meeting. It appears these individuals may have mistakenly believed that they were protected from being filmed while in attendance due to the passage of a motion declaring that video cameras in the meeting could film the trustees only, not the attendees. This limitation on filming is a violation of Ohio sunshine laws. In addition, it's difficult to determine when the meeting officially begins and ends, especially in light of the near constant disruptions from various trustees and audience members. We would encourage Bowling Green Township trustees to consult with their legal counsel, the county prosecutor, for further guidance on these issues. We have determined as a result of many factors that the filing of charges by our office is not warranted. Should you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. And thank you for your attention to this matter. And again, anyone that wants that public record is referenced with the Sheriff's Office. It's 14-004274.
That incident never happened, you just said you see.
So what I have, it's my turn again. So what I have here, I wrote down the exact illegal resolution that was made on June 25th, 13. And I guess we'll put that under old business.
Want to wait and get out of the way?
I don't see old business on the agenda, Jenny. Where is it?
Unfinished business.
Oh, okay. You want me to do it now, you say? I just don't want to get distracted from getting on to the rest of the correspondence, but that's fine. On June 25th, 13, there was an illegal resolution that was passed here. So I moved to rescind the following resolution. It said, and it was made by Ben Hupp, seconded by Van Buren, voted by Van Buren, yes, Chorpenning abstained, Hupp, yes. I move to rescind all video recording equipment that's going to take video equipment needs to remain in the designated area, which is the box over there, needs to be on the trustees. No video recording of anybody in the public. Seconded by Van Buren. Roll call again, yes, abstained, yes, passed. So I move that that be rescinded since it is not legal. I'm not going to give a second to the motion, then I'll move on with my correspondence.
Can I ask a question in reference to this?
I'm going to continue with my correspondence. I did receive a CC from the letter that, are you going to go over that, Jen? The letter from Amy, the draft letter, that she said that the board could use. Referencing Mrs. Volland's record request. Are you going to be bringing that to the
Go
board?
ahead.
Want me to go down?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, as the board knows, Ms. Volland put in a record request. The fiscal officer, we were copied. I don't know, Dan, did you get it? I know you got emails, so I'll read it that way you'll hear it. This is what Amy provided. It's a letter to be sent to Ms. Volland. The board can, when she said the board could use, I guess we should use a motion to determine whether we fill it. But it says, Dear Ms. Volland, regarding the public records request for video of Bowling Green Township Board meetings. The Bowling Green Township Board is in receipt of your public records request, requesting, quote, copies of all videotapes of all meetings, unquote. The board as a whole does not videotape its monthly board meetings. Even though Trustee Chorpenning does videotape the monthly board meetings, he does so on his own behalf and not on behalf of the township. The board does not receive or ever have custody over Trustee Chorpenning's videos. It is the board's understanding that if a record is not, quote, created, received, or coming under the jurisdiction of a public record, quote, as required by Ohio Revised Code 149.011G, then it is not record under Ohio Revised Code 149.43. More importantly, since the board does not possess these videos, it cannot provide them pursuant to a public record request. The public office has no duty to provide records that are not within its custody or control. This references State EXREL Stryker v. Smith, 129 Ohio St. 3d 168. While the board cannot comply with your request, it is the board's understanding that Trustee Chorpenning's videos are accessible to the public on his YouTube channel and that they can be accessed there. If you have any questions regarding how to access these videos, please contact Trustee Chorpenning directly when there's a place to sign it. And like I said, she said the board could use this. So I move that the board mail this letter to Mrs. Volland.
Is there a second to the motion? Does anybody have a clipboard? Thank you. Yes, this is no second to that motion. I have another legal motion that was made. Just go ahead and do it now since you won't have to come back to it. On March 25th, 2014, Fiscal Officer Duval read this motion. It was moved by Trustee Benjamin Hupp, President, and second by Don Watkins. And again, in regards to the legal letter we just got here that we could have sent to Ms. Volland. So Ben made a motion for Trustee Chorpenning to fill Patty Volland's record request of the taped videos of the meetings. And there was a roll call vote. Dan Watkins, yes. Chorpenning abstained. Hupp, yes. I move that this motion be rescinded. That's all I have in the correspondence. If there's no second to that motion, and I have my old business and my correspondence completed.
I got a question, can I ask one?
Oh, I'm sorry, there is one more. Did you get that email request from somebody?
Yeah.
PR, if you can cover that one, or fill it or whatever. Because it looks like they copied the pen on it and be on it. It
It's another public record request from somebody. What it says is, again, it says it's from PR Secret. I don't know. It's not a person. So I don't know. It says this is a public record request for ORC 14943 for copies of the township video that Trustee Chorpenning took on the July 13th, 13, and February 25th, 14 Bowling Green Township trustee meetings. Please forward this request to President Van Buren if necessary because I cannot locate his email address. Please advise ASAP via email as to the procedure to obtain the copies, including the costs. You can handle that then?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Again.
I had one thing, is a couple emails back and forth between Jeff and I here. I just kind of want the public to be, I guess, enlightened on it and kind of know some of the words that are said from myself to Jeff and Jeff back to me. So there's two of them here. There was one that was written from me to him and then him back to me. I'm going to read his response first and then I'll read my original email. This was sent to me on June 30th from Mr. Chorpenning. It says, "Attention, Trustee Benjamin Hupp. I'm writing you today to remind you of the public records inquiry I had made last year for township records in your possession pertaining to the previous Bowling Green Township Park Committee." The spelling here is horrible, so bear with me. "The records you hold need to be returned to the township meeting hall immediately. I need to review these records in order to continue with a full investigation now underway of all park and community building records. Many months have now gone since I originally inquired with the board about the whereabouts of these public records that included drawings, plans, grant details that have been posted in the township meeting hall. All information about the grant project had been posted in the township meeting room, so anybody working on or interested could view it. Some of these items, such as a large park blueprint layout, were the only copies available. You eventually stated at a later township meeting that you, yourself, had removed these public records and taken them to the assistant county prosecutor. This was when you decided to investigate the Operation Roundup grant for your allegations of some kind of perceived wrongdoing by the park committee. In short, the conclusion of your investigation by Amy provided the board with a written opinion that the matter of sloppy governance on the part of the board of trustees and the park committee. I learned after being advised by Amy Brown Thompson that she had returned these public records to you. I understand these records are no longer in her possession. I now need to view all township community building park records available, including the one you confiscated as you implored to spearhead this newest investigation, as I was implored to spearhead the newest investigation, the township community building rental funds. I ask that you not impede the now underway investigation and fill my record request immediately." I went to the township meeting hall again early 6/29/2014 to see the records you removed are still not returned. I am taking the liberty of carbon copying Amy, Assistant Prosecutor's Office, and advising them of the situation. All these records are important to the township and need to be put in the hands of the township, and after my review, be placed with our Fiscal Officer to ensure the safety of their whereabouts. In addition to the records, township property has been removed from the township hall. If you are the one that removed or destroyed professionally made and donated former township park committee custom wooden plaques, these also need to be returned to the township hall. Another professional made and donated sign that had been posted on a community building with contact information for residents of building rental is also gone. These signs are township property and were either stolen or disposed of without authorization from the board. Does a report from the county sheriff's office need to be filed on this matter? If you did not remove or discard the township property items, then who did? The plaques were screwed securely to the wall, locked inside the building. I believe the plaques should be given to the past Bowling Green Township Board Committee members as a very small but meaningful thank you for their hard work as volunteers and many combined years of public service. Is it possible to retrieve the plaques, or did you put them in the township Big O trash tote? I appreciate a prompt response from you on these matters of public records, public property, and public trust. Respectfully, Jeff Chorpenning. P.S. On March 3rd, 2014, you emailed a demand for records request and put forth an arbitrary time frame of 1 week from your stated notice. You continue to lie and tell people that I was forced to turn over the records by the prosecutor's office, and you also claim that I refused to provide them. Both are clear lies, and you need to stop the slander. Using your time frame demand on that far as I expect to have the records and property noted in this letter returned to Township Hall within 1 week of this letter. That was from Jeff Chorpenning to myself. I'd like to read an email that was sent from myself to Jeff Chorpenning. It says, Jeff, I am emailing you to remind you of the public records request that I had given to you at the regular township business meeting on February 25, 2014. I am still requesting that any and all township records that you have in your possession pertaining to the Bowling Green Township Board Committee be returned to the Township Meeting Hall by Tuesday, March 4th, 2014, which will be 1 week from the day that originally requested them. You stated at the meeting on February 25th that you had all the records in your possession for the previous Park Committee, including the calendar used for the building rental, which Barb Wiseman had given to you. You also stated that Barb Wiseman has given you an extra set of keys for the community building, which I would like to return also. As of Monday, March 3rd, 2014, no records were brought to the meeting hall, so I took the liberty of contacting Amy and advising her of the situation. All these records are important to the township and need to be put in the hands of the township, placed with a fiscal officer to ensure their safety and their whereabouts in them. So Vice President Bowling Green Township Trustees mentioned that. Well, there's a couple things in here that I think, I guess, need addressed. Yeah. There was no demands ever made from me to you. Were there?
Yeah,
It says in here, states here that I demand that you turn them over.
yes, it's on your audio recording, but it stated clearly in my email there.
That I demand, okay?
Well, you did?
Well, that's a lie, that's a farce,
No,
okay?
it's not, you're the one that demanded it.
And
then the-
for a second,
and
you
then
don't demand anything from me. Okay, so we'll just get that clear right now. If you'd like something, you need to ask for it,
I have asked for it.
okay? You don't demand
Where
something
is it?
from me.
Where is it?
Do you have two eyes? Do they work? Okay,
Is that relevant?
yes, it is, very relevant,
Really?
yes.
Where is it?
Okay.
Where are the plaques? Where's the property?
Okay, and let's get to that. Are you accusing me of taking these plaques down? Yes or no?
I'm asking where
Are
they
you
are.
accusing me of taking these plaques down?
I clearly stated it.
Are you accusing me of taking this property from the township? Yes or no?
Did you read the letter? I think you did.
I've
It's
read it
right
several
there.
times.
Do you know where they are?
Are you accusing me of taking this property from the township? Yes or no? Simple question. Yes or no?
Read it again if you don't understand.
No, I understand clearly.
Okay
Do
then.
you understand the question I'm asking you? It's a yes or no answer. The signs are gone. I thought you took them down.
Really?
I did.
Really?
How do I know you don't have them?
I don't.
Okay, well, I don't have them. So don't accuse me of anything.
So where are they?
Okay? What did I just say to you? I don't have them. Okay?
Yeah. Do you know where they are?
I do not.
Okay. Then somebody stole them.
So don't accuse me of it. Okay?
Somebody with the key to this building came in here and took them off the wall and moved them.
You asked if I put them in the township's Big O trash tote.
Hmm?
Okay, you're accusing me of putting them in the trash. I did not do that.
Do they,
Don't accuse me
you
of
don't
it.
know if they exist anymore or not then, is that what you're saying?
I'm unaware.
Okay.
They exist. I took them down. They're in the back there. They're still in this township building.
Why would you accuse me of doing it? How do I know you didn't take this?
We know where they went, Dan took them and put them somewhere in the building, he said.
So you're going to apologize to me for
Where are they,
are you going
Dan?
to apologize to me
They're
for
back
accusing
room.
me?
The back room,
Okay. Are you going to apologize to me
okay. No, you're not getting an apology.
for accusing me of taking them?
Yeah, he's
Okay. And let's get another thing straight. Those plaques will not leave this township building, this township property. They will stay here for as
That's
long as I'm
fine.
here.
That's just fine with me, at least we know where they are, thanks to Dan.
Don't ever accuse me of something.
Okay.
Anybody would like copies, I can
That
get you
sounds to
copies.
me more like it's right there.
No, you don't ever accuse me of taking anything.
You're gonna, I suggest you don't tell me what I ever do or don't do. That's up to me what I ever do or don't do.
Especially when he doesn't know himself.
One other thing I had here, correspondence, kind of dates back a couple months. I believe it was around first of the year. We had the opportunity as a township and a board to apply for a grant through Licking County to have a tire drop-off day. They consider it a tire amnesty day, which would have been very low cost or no cost to the township. Because of Mr. Chorpenning here, we were unable to take part in that.
Right.
So I would just like people to see this, that a newsletter of all the tire drop-off locations that are taking place in the county, which is a very positive, good thing to clean up the community. So here's a copy if anybody'd like to see those. Here's a clipping, which really doesn't pertain to us. It's for Licking Township. And they ask that just Licking Township residents only come to this. So if you have friends or family that live in the township, Licking Township, you can pass that along to them. But it's kind of sad their name's not on this list when we could have took part in this for little to no cost.
Since you're saying that, I think I should have an opportunity to respond to it.
Absolutely.
The fact of the matter is, I put the effort in to make sure that we had a proper resolution to meet the deadlines and everything on that. The two of you didn't show up at that meeting. I believe it was the January meeting, one of the meetings, the two of you didn't show up. The deadline was right then. If we could have done it that night, it could have happened. That's the reason that it couldn't go forward. It needed to be done as a board. The resolution was properly prepared, and we couldn't meet the deadline because the two of you weren't here. That is
Absolutely incorrect.
that is not incorrect.
I can
That
take-
is incorrect. You notified that company and said we are not going to be a part of it because I was involved with that. Any resident could have been involved with it.
Anybody
And
could
you
be.
stated we were not going to be a part of it.
No. What I
Yes.
stated is.
Yes, you did. And
What
I
I
still got it
stated-
on email. You
what
know
I-
what? I could probably copy that for you.
What you need to understand, the public needs to understand, is the Board of Trustees as a whole had to make a decision to go forward on that. You moved forward or tried to move forward on your behalf as a zoning inspector
You
without the
never even
authority.
brought it to the board. You told them we are not going to be a part of it. Case closed.
The thing
You
is,
never even brought it to the board.
the thing is
I've
I
already
know,
stated all the facts on it, so
Yeah, you never brought it to the board.
I had to do it.
You never brought it to the board.
Okay, it's enough.
We couldn't bring it to the board because the other members
thought you said that
did
was
not
enough.
Well,
attend the meeting.
That's it. I just wanted people to be aware that there was something that
Yeah,
we
that's
missed
it.
out on, so
That's
maybe
it, all
we
right.
can kind of look forward and apply next time. It was kind of a last minute thing with the county that I knew that Lindsay from Lincoln County Recycling had contacted us, and their deadline was actually before our meeting. So I know myself had told her to go ahead and put us on the schedule that, you know, that's something that we would like to take part in because it was going to benefit the township. So it just didn't happen this time. So maybe we can look forward to next time and take part in it.
The board has to convene and do it as a board in order to do that, so that couldn't
There would have
happen.
been no cost, yeah, absolutely
It
no
couldn't
cost.
happen since you didn't attend the meeting.
The deadline was before that.
No.
Okay, you got some correspondence?
Yes, I do. Is there anybody in here that is a member of this Brownsville Seniors? I keep getting their mail in our mailbox from the Lincoln County Aging Program and the Greenville Center Senior Citizen. See, nobody? I'll call, one of them's addressed to Barb Brim. I'll call her.
Could take this off, so I put it back in their box.
And we have a notice about a training session for the Ohio Public Works application. It's really for people that haven't done it before, but it's on August 1st from 9 to 1 if anybody wants to go in the administration building. Did you all get one of these?
No, does that require any kind of reservation?
No.
Who's the contact person?
Sue Spiker. Oh, it does, to reserve a seat calls Sue Spiker.
Better number there.
670-5208. The deadline for the application is October 3rd at 4:30. So if we want to apply for that, we need to figure out what we're gonna do and do it. I got this in my mailbox for you. And, also Amy sent revised, park or community building resolutions, saying, just change it, did you see them?
About one.
About designating Don.
Yeah.
And so if we want to redo the resolutions, we can do that.
Yeah, there was a couple things that I wanted to add to it.
But I don't, what else was there to?
You've got two resolutions, right?
One of them about him was just appointing him, I think it's for a month or something like that.
It was for the rest of the year,
And
I
then
think.
another one was to turn the money over to you and so on.
Yeah, that one, I'm not sure that's feasible. I have
The main
I have the
one on
rental agreement and then I have the resolution that we already passed.
The one that we already passed is the one that only had like 3 sentences changed, right? Where she had highlighted, where she put or designated person. Isn't that the one we passed last month?
We did both of these.
We did both last month?
We did the rental agreement and we did the resolution. This is the rental agreement resolution. And then this is the rental agreement. And we passed both of them last month.
She created a new one that we didn't do at all, designated.
She just changed it and added the designated. She just,
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Bowling Green Township Trustee, Bowling Green Township Fiscal Officer, or designated representative of the township previously approved via resolution by the Bowling Green Township Board.
Right, that's the only change.
And this one, yes.
Right, what's the title at the top?
It's Bowling Green Township, Township Complex Rental Agreement.
Okay, I move that we adopt
Actually,
the amended rental agreement with the sentence that she just
but
read.
also there was another change. I believe.
I think it was the same thing, it was just inserted in another place, wasn't it? That's a separate one there.
Yeah, this is the one that only changed to add any designated.
Is that motion sufficient?
Yeah. This is just saying that before it sounded like only the trustee or the fiscal officer could run, but then they put or a designated person that we previously appointed. So that's the only change in that. Is there a second to the motion? Roll call, Dan, Jeff,
Yes.
Ben.
Yep.
Now, the other one is a brand new resolution, so we need to read it from start to finish.
It's not a regular resolution. She's just changed it to add in Don Watkins.
I don't think we haven't had that adopted to start with. It's not very long anyway, is it? Page?
It's 3 pages, 2 pages.
I move that you read that into the record.
Town Hall rental resolution, Bowling Green Township Board of Trustees, Licking County, Ohio, met in session on blank day of blank 2014 with the following members present. Blank moved for the adoption of the following resolution. Whereas the board finds it advisable and in the best interest of Bowling Green Township to permit portions of the complex known as Bowling Green Township Hall located at 15490 Main Street, Brownsville, when it is not being used for township business, to be made available to use as social center. And whereas the board finds that use of said premises does not seriously infringe upon the original and necessary uses of the complex at this time or in the foreseeable future. And whereas the board finds that it has the authority to rent out these premises pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 511.03. And whereas the board finds that the township complex rental agreement is an appropriate contract to be used in the renting of the unused portions of the complex. And whereas the board finds that it would be an interest of efficiency and practicality to delegate the authority to enter into the rental agreement on behalf of the Bowling Green Township individual to each township trustee, the fiscal officer, and Don Watkins, an employee of the township, as a representative of the township. And whereas the board finds that the designation of Don Watkins to act as a representative of the town shall remain in effect for the remainder of 2014. If the board desires to extend this delegation of authority to Mr. Watkins beyond 2014, it shall do so via resolution in January 2015. Now therefore be it resolved that the board hereby empowers the township to rent out the portions of the town hall complex not used for township business, and empowers any one trustee, the fiscal officer, or Don Watkins, the designated representative of the township, with the authority to enter into such an agreement on behalf of the township. And be it further resolved, the board requires that if Don Watkins enters into a rental agreement on behalf of the township, Mr. Watkins shall turn over said rental agreement and any monies received to the township fiscal officer within 48 hours of receipt. Be it further resolved, the board reserves the right to revoke its designation of Don Watkins as a representative under this resolution with or without cause. Be it further resolved that the township complex rental agreement attached hereto is adopted as the means by which the township shall enter into said agreement as long as no material changes are made to this contract. Is that?
So that's completely rewritten from what we had done last night.
Happens to be ordered to
Oh, yeah.
Barbara Seleque. The board hereby empowers the township to rent out a portion of the township hall complex not used for township business, and empowers any one trustee, as officer Don Watkins, as a representative of the township, with the authority to enter such agreement. It's fine. I don't want it to get double booked or whatever. I don't make reservations with one must make a reservation.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. I want all reservations to go to one place. So that need to be rewarded, are you fine with that? I mean, it says they have power to enter it. But I don't want it to get, have any problems.
That should all just go right straight to Dawn.
Can we sign this and then make some motion that,
You can move to amend the motion if you want more words in there.
has to be taken through the designated? That, that's what we can do. Just have to remember. I just don't want to get double booked. I know it's happened in the past, so.
What is everyone's thoughts on 48 hours? Because I'm not sure it's feasible.
Whenever it's convenient for you.
So I wonder if we should change that from 10 to
you have that many changes, you probably should send it back to Amy and make sure it's all legal, whatever you change.
It's a good time. A month, 2 weeks.
Do you know what she's basing that on, which is why she's
I'm
come
not
up with
sure.
that number?
I know once a month is pretty,
Yeah.
pretty fine.
I don't know if he has any comments on it.
How come we don't get a report anymore? We haven't gotten one all year. You
I don't know
know,
that we requested.
well, that should, how is the reader now? He's gonna turn the money over. What about a report? Or you could do a report every month or something. Shouldn't we,
I guess
as a board, hear what,
the report is the trustees are overseeing the building, so
no, I'm talking about a monthly report of activities that what's come in, what's happening in the building. Because we used to get that, when I did
Bring
read.
down on the calendar or whatever.
it's gonna be business.
Problem with the calendar, it's at Don's house, and no one has access to it, it's not, when it was originally set up, it worked real well in the beginning. One person kept the physical calendar, that was a big priority. I mean, it was a part of life, but Dick Cody took care of communicating with her, getting it online. It's still available to the public in a place where they can see if anyone had already reserved it. So right now, all it is a calendar.
Phony baloney thing.
Right now, excuse me.
Gary Stepp's name was the last.
Right now, it's just, nobody knows unless talk to Don. Maybe he could keep it in here or something.
Don can be trusted, but now you got someone.
Why are you speaking?
Because he's allowed.
You're not stuck.
Just set the record straight.
I take that 48 hours to just one place to talk about. And then ask her about that, about just having one designated person. In charge of those, so it doesn't get down the wrong.
Do you want a resolution to table that? Or what do you want to do, Jenny?
We don't need one. I talked to you guys a month or so ago, actually it's probably been 2 months ago, about the OPEC funding, OPEC, Ohio Public Entity Consortium Healthcare Cooperation. It's going to be saving us money if we go to the corporation versus the OPEC funding. We talked about it, but we didn't pass the resolution. It's going to save us in 2015 3.3%, and it's designed to match the current structure. There's an 18-month guarantee, so there's no renewal until January 2016. But we just have a simple resolution if we want to do it. We need to pass it. It says Bowling Green Township, Lincoln County does hereby agree to join the Ohio Public Entity Consortium Healthcare Cooperative effective the first month of, at the benefit levels and cost structure as presented in the proposal. And also we authorize whoever to act as our representative for the Ohio Public Entity Consortium Healthcare Cooperative and execute any paperwork, proposals, and or documents. So, I showed you guys before what the cost difference would be. I didn't think we needed to do anything else. I thought it would just go right into effect. So we did sign to pass this resolution.
That last line there, you put in Ohio, that's the insurance. They're the representatives on the blank one, right?
We authorize, it's supposed to be one of us,
Well, you're talking about
to
designate
act as
on the
our
board.
representative for the Ohio Public Entity Consortium Healthcare Cooperative and execute any paperwork, proposals, and or documents,
So that should be the fiscal officer then.
if that's the way you want it to be.
I don't really remember.
What about the dates that you have blanks there, you know? Does the letter say what date should be on that resolution?
No, but I can talk to Megan about it.
What was the change? Nothing to change the plan.
I didn't think there was anything that was going to change. Yeah, it's not going to change anything in the cost. Yeah.
I'm assuming that won't be considered an interim change.
No, because it's the same benefits.
You don't have the idea of the date, whether it's going to be now or...
Well, the proposed effective date was July 1st, but we didn't do that, so I imagine we could just make it August 1st.
So it could be any time.
Yes,
It could be next month, it just starts now.
yes.
It's not changing anything.
Yeah.
We need a motion to
If you guys want to do it, yes, I need a motion.
With your name as the contact and with what date are you gonna put on there?
I'm going to put August, but I don't know if that will need to be adjusted or not. Unless you guys want to do something else.
real close to August.
You guys, is there a motion? to
I'll
pass?
make a motion.
For a second motion. Roll call, Dan,
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yes.
and then I just start the fire levy. Just do that.
What's the deadline for that?
August 6th.
Did you get that verbiage from Sue? She sent that to you.
Not soon.
You run that?
I'm done with it unless you want to do fire levies now.
It's just one, it's a resolution, it's have a verbiage on it for the,
Are we doing it now or
Let's do
later?
it.
Okay, we have a fire levy that is expiring at the end of 2014. If it, we want to put it on the ballot, we need to do it and we have both resolutions in by August 6th. First resolution we can do tonight, but we can't do the second resolution until we've had the auditor certify the amounts. So we'll have to have a special meeting before August 6th to pass the other resolution to get this on the ballot. If we do a renewal, it would generate approximately $33,914 per year. And it would cost the owner of a $100,000 home, it would cost them $28.82 per year, which is what the current levy, which is what they're currently paying. So if we do a renewal, it's not going to change the money that taxpayers are paying. If we do a replacement, it's going to generate $35,979 per year, which is an increase of $2,065 versus the renewal, compared to the renewal. It would cost, based on a $100,000 home, it would cost an additional $6.18 over what the renewal would cost. Does that make sense?
so the renewal is due August 6th, and the other one would be due at different
Either
time?
one are due August 6th. We have the choice right now to make the renewal, to choose renewal or replacement.
Okay, you need that certification either way, so we need a special meeting regardless
But
of
we
which
need to
one.
pass this resolution first tonight.
I'd like to make a resolution that we go with the renewal with fire levy.
Second motion.
So you're requesting certification from the county auditor?
That's just supposed to say that's right.
Requesting certification from the county auditor for renewal. Right?
And it's just gonna be an exact amount. Plaques or not.
Well, yeah, we just have to go out. So you made the motion, you seconded it.
See, we're not trying to raise taxes, right? We're raising money.
Do roll call, Dan,
Yeah.
Ben,
Yep.
Jeff.
Yes. So you need to set a meeting now then?
Yes, we need to have a special meeting to pass the other resolution. If you guys are available Monday evening, that would work for me, and then that way I can still get to the board elections on Tuesday.
For me too.
Or Wednesday. Or actually Monday morning. That would work for me. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Meeting Monday morning,
August 4th,
Yeah,
time.
8 a.m.
You already have the resolution. It's already written.
I have it, I don't have it with me, I can forward it to
That
you.
means we just have to accept that.
Yeah, we just have to do this one tonight, and then at the next one, we have to accept the other resolution, which I agree with you, that if you want to read it ahead of time, I can forward it to you.
Thank you.
Everybody hear that? Yeah. Yes.
Is it this Monday?
August 4th, yes. 8 a.m.
I don't think we've ever had a special meeting for that in the past.
Well,
That's me today.
yeah, we have to meet the deadline. In the past, I've realized it sooner, so that we can get the resolutions done, because I could have done it. If I'd realized it, we could have done one in the June meeting and then one in the July meeting. And these resolutions were prepared by the,
Do you want to
Prosecutor's
amend
office.
anything? Is there a motion ready? Have a meeting August 4th, 8 a.m.
there wasn't.
Okay, I move that we have this request a special meeting by Fiscal Officer August 4th, 8 a.m. to sign the certification for the fire levy renewal.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call, Dan,
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yes.
Yep. That's it.
One other thing on the correspondence real quick, something on a positive note. I just want to thank everybody that came out. I know Dan came out and a lot of people sitting in here came out to help with the park cleanup day this past Saturday. It was pretty decent. We had a good day. Got a lot of things accomplished. Got all the equipment power washed clean, painted one of the pieces, put down some new mulch, cleaned the shelter house, stuff like that. So definitely a positive day. I want to thank everybody that came out to help.
That's it on correspondence. Zoning.
Not something I'm saying, another fire company.
Oh,
One thing on the fire company, Ted, the chief of National Trails, contacted me. He would like to, just kind of working on a grant, filling out a grant to apply for some radios. They need a host township to be able to apply for the grant. There'd be no cost to us. It's kind of like how Levy Township used us as a host township to apply for some airbags. He was going to try to make it tonight. They had a call right before the meeting, so he called me and said he couldn't make it. Wanted to know if he could come any other time. It has to be turned in by, it was towards the end of August, the 20-something. If I can ask him to come on the 4th, can we also discuss that on the 4th with him?
you have to put that in.
I'll put it, I can put it in, yeah. if you want to.
All right, you, Jeff?
It has to be before the next monthly meeting, that's the best.
20-something, I can't remember the exact date when he told me.
They get down on at night, the morning, you guys got your meeting.
If we could do that.
You don't have a copy of it, we could do it tonight if
He
you
was,
have.
he was gonna bring it tonight, like I said, they had a call, and he called me and said I can't make it. He called home.
You know how much it's worth, or who it's through?
I had no idea. That's fine, I'll tell him, I'll make more today, and discuss that with him.
We do that with a motion. Since we're advertising it.
I'll make a motion that we also discuss entering national trust fund to apply for the trust in the Harris Township on August 4th, Monday, Canadian.
For a second,
I'll second it.
roll call, Dan,
Yeah.
Ben,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.